Good day everyone and welcome to another video. This one, looking at another Temu brick set. This one is a sort of supercar set. So I'll get this built up. This comes in a bag, as you see. And we'll have a look at it once it's built. Okay, and here's the car all put together. And it does look really nice. And I'm surprised. I was getting towards the end of the build. There wasn't many pieces left. And seriously, most of the back half of the car was still nowhere near done. And I was just like, how is this going to go together? And it did. And it all looks just so right. Only negative. You see the guy in there? No steering wheel. He will not sit in there with this steering wheel attached. There just isn't the room for his legs to get under. So you can fit a figure in there. It does fit, but you're not going to get the steering wheel. Or if you do, you're going to have to really squeeze it to get this in. And to get the roof off, let's take off that bit first. And then the canopy comes off. And you have to have the driver literally laying back to fit in there. But it will fit in. Let's get him out there. Because there is a fair bit of room in there. But then once you get that steering wheel in, it just takes up all of his leg room. Actually, probably more stomach room. Because it presses in there. And then he just won't lay back at the right angle to be able to close up the canopy. So that's the only negative really about this vehicle. Apart from that, it looks absolutely beautiful. The lines are right. It's a nice, very sleek looking model. Very black. There's one little gap here. You can see my finger. Hello. In between there where the front slopes down, but it's only if you're looking through that side angle you'll see it. Yeah, so the rest of it you wouldn't be able to tell. And the use of these roller skate pieces as lights, that's just, yeah. I was wondering when I was building this front bit, I was just like, what the heck am I even building here? I thought it was the wing or the rear splitter with the exhaust. But no, it was the headlights. So interesting build. A bit of snot, a bit of angle stuff like this whole front piece is held on by a clip. So you can see it can slightly move there, but it's very minimal. But overall, just a really nice looking car. And to have this sitting on, you know, any city street would just look really good, because a lot of these like supercars or hypercars or whatever, when you see them, they're actually quite small, because that's how they, you know, power to weight ratio. The smaller you make the vehicle, the less power you need to make it go faster or to be even more impressive. So the fact is to be a bit smaller than the Mercedes, which is not that much smaller, a little bit shorter, but definitely when it comes to height, there's a bit of difference there. Still like that Mercedes, one of my favourites. Also, love doing these little catch-ups on other videos. But the truck, yeah, I ended up taking the roll cage off and flipping those hooks around that were holding it to sort of support the roof. Doesn't really work all that well. There's too many bits on this roof and it keeps on collapsing. But as long as you don't put too much pressure on it, it's fine. And there you can see it's definitely the big height difference there when it comes to a little mini truck compared to something like this, which I think is meant to be a Zonda. This sports car, I'm not sure. I'm not up on the latest super duper cars. I'm still more into the old Ferraris and Lamborghinis and stuff. But anyway, it was a fun build. Just built on a plate, no specified chassis sort of piece. and I enjoyed it. The instructions were a little bit small. Yeah, for my crappy eyesight, I had to keep on getting out the magnifying glass just to see what pieces and where everything was going and that. But it's fairly easy to follow, and if you've got good eyes, then you won't have an issue with this at all. So, thanks for watching the video, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and if this is isn't your first time visiting the channel, why don't you subscribe? Just make it easier. Then you'll see when I post up new videos. So I'll leave it with that, and take care. I'll see you in the next video.